Hi, good evening, class. Good evening.
Good evening, Malim.
Okay, welcome to today's lesson. My name is Ezekiel Rere, and I'm going to take you through tour guiding techniques and the learning outcomes of today is to understand the meaning of tour guide or tour guiding, and then also to have the knowledge on the terminologies used in tour guiding, meaning and their definitions, and then also another learning outcome is the type of tour guides, and then the fourth learning outcome is the roles of tour guide, and the fifth learning outcome is the characteristics of a tour guide. And to start with is the definition of tour guiding. This is the process of interpreting attractions to visitors, directing, informing, instructing, leading them in the visited areas. It is usually for a shorter length of time. It refers to the specific activities at the site or an attraction for a scheduled portion of time. And then we have the type of tour guides. The first type of tour guide is known as freelance. Freelance is not a permanent tour guide that is connected to the tour operator, but it's a contracted tour guide that is being paid by them based on the trips that he goes. The second tour guide is the staff tour guide. This type of a tour guide is permanently connected with the tour operator, and therefore he receives a monthly pay or a monthly salary. The third type of tour operator is the local guide. This is a person who is competent enough to take tourists around a particular vicinity or a locality, and this person should be much conversant with the community or the surrounding culture, the surrounding attractions in terms of features, in terms of culture. He can talk the local language, and even he understand fully the local routines. And then another outcome is the role of tour guiding. One of the function or the main function of the tour guide is advising. He gives information to the tourists. He advises them on the rules and regulations that needs to be adhered to. He advises them on the safety and security of the tourists, and even maybe the costumes to wear, the language to wear, the language to to talk. I mean, and even maybe the kind of food or stuffs to carry around or to eat. The second role is the informer. Tour guide informs the tourist of the happenings, either the past, the current, or the future. Because remember, we had said that a tour guide is a person who understands more about that environment. So he gives more updated information to the tour guide. And then the third function is the organizer. He coordinates the activities of the tourist or the trip from the beginning to the end by ensuring that all activities are in a logical and sequence order. The fourth role is of encourager. He motivates, he gears the tours, the tour. in general, by trying to encourage or trying to motivate these clients to accept whatever challenges or hinders that they come across along their tripping journey, and then reassures. He informs them of the trip's eventualities. He informs them that everything is under control by reassuring them of their safety, assuring them of their health, assuring them of so many other aspects. And then he's a leader. He leads the way. He ensures that he makes decisions that are in conformity with the trip. And then also motivator. He motivates the tourist whenever they are a bit they are down, or maybe they are demoralized. So he tries to motivate them and try to give them some activities that um, that hyper the game or hyper the trip. And then after that, we are going to look at the characteristics of the trip, the tour guide. Characteristics of a tour guide. One of them is that is sensitivity. When I talk of sensitivity in this case, that is supposed to be somebody who has the human heart and somebody who understands the humanity in nature. And then number two is sympathetic person, ready to help, ready to sympathize with the tourist. And then reliability is available anytime. He provides information that are trustworthy, and also he provides appropriate information to this particular tourist. Knowledgeable, somebody who is more conversant, somebody who has the knowledge mastery of the tour, and also the destination. Effective and competent communicator. That basically means that is supposed to be somebody who can communicate well, pass information, articulate issues, and have a clear and pleasant speaking voice. And then also we have the other characteristics is self-confidence. Somebody who actually have what we call self-esteem. Somebody who has a quite number of experience that makes the trip or creates enjoyable experience along the trip. And then proactive in nature. Proactive in nature is another characteristic. This means that he should be able to change and willingness to assume responsibility for initiating change. Somebody who is who is dynamic. Somebody who can make changes. And then also sina nini? Oh, presentation imepotea. Okay. There. Are you able to see?
I think I would advise you to clear data ya line. Hii ya wifi inakatakata.
Okay. Are you able to see now?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Narudi.
Ilipotelea wapi?
Ni sawa, endelea.
Okay. So another characteristics is flexibility. So meaning that a tour guide should be somebody who is flexible and able to adjust to the environment, and has ability to be adaptable and be patient. That marks the end of our today's class. You can ask question before we end the class. Questions? It's a question session. Okay. If there is no questions, I think I will just leave you with assignment so that you may go and research on it, and then we'll come and see or work or come and work on it next week. The assignment reads this way: discuss the discuss five concepts or features that a tour guide should be conversant with in a destination. Thank you very much. Um, Thank you for joining my class.
Thank you, Mwalimu.
May God bless you all.
Thank you, Mwalimu.
Welcome, welcome.